Ending a relationship on a text message is bad enough, but ghosting someone by just ignoring them and not communicating and assuming that they'll get the idea says something about you that I'm hoping that you'll hear this and take a look at, right? Because compassion is a huge human necessity, right? And if you know that you don't want to be with somebody anymore, it's just respectful to simply at least send a text message that says, hey, I think you're great, I just can't do this anymore. You know, the old "it's not you, it's me" is really a helpful thing. And that's usually what it is. If you're feeling like you don't want to be with somebody anymore, but you can't really put your finger on exactly why, it's just like a feeling and you're just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that anymore, so you just don't, that's probably a sign that you've got some issues that you need to work on. Because commitment issues are very, very common, and they come in all different levels. And I think the people that ghost other people absolutely have commitment issues, because if you can't put your finger on, you know what, this is why it doesn't work, and it's a really valid reason, then that's really more about you than it is about the partner, right? Because I've had my own relationships like this where, you know, like the stupidest thing becomes a huge issue because the guy had commitment issues and refused at all to look at his own personal stuff. And I've had probably thousands, like at least hundreds of clients that have dealt with it too. And you know, unfortunately, a lot of clients have said to me, do people ever get help? Do people like this ever get help? And unfortunately, it's usually the person that they hurt that is the one that's trying to get help. And the person that did the hurting doesn't think they need help. They just think the partner was wrong for them, so they're off trying to find somebody else. But the really sad truth is that if you can't find somebody who's right for you because you keep pushing everybody away, especially if you thought it was a really good relationship and then all of a sudden you started finding fault with them, I promise you that's a commitment anxiety, and you really need to talk to somebody about it. Call me or call a therapist. You really, or at the very least, read some good books. There's a great book called He Scared, She Scared that 2 reporters wrote that really lays out what commitment issues are. And then there's another great book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway that really helps you walk through something that is fearful to you. And you might not even realize that it's fearful. But I promise you, if you've had a pattern of ghosting people because you really don't have anything to say about why it doesn't work, you just need to get away from it, that's not because of your partner. That's because of you. And you're never going to find a happy relationship unless you're willing to take a look at your own stuff, because we all have it. Everybody on the face of this earth has issues. I don't care if your parents were perfect. You still have issues. And you're never going to have successful relationships unless you're willing to take a look at them and figure out what it is that you're doing to contribute to your relationships falling apart. I'm Donna Barnes. Don't forget to subscribe and like or share my videos or leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you need personalized help, I am available for private coaching.